DNR. This episode is part 2 of our tour of the Fort Davis National Historic Site.
So 10th Cavalry Regiment, H Troop, and you can tell it's cavalry by the cross saber insignia.
Huh.
Were these fireplaces left here for all that time, and then they were restored, or are these aftermarket?
These are aftermarket, actually, but they come directly from the Quartermaster Corps' plans for the size, the dimension, and what they would have looked like. And in fact, there are some forts under the National Park Service that we have, so we have a good idea of what they would have looked like. We can accurately build them and portray them.
Okay.
And they will work, which is awesome.
And Ranger Hank, how much do those things weigh?
About 2 tons.
2 tons. That's a lot.
So you can only imagine how much it would take to carry them by wagon.
Definitely.
So
Definitely.
you really have to do them almost piece by piece.
And the fireplace you said is really more of just a heat extractor. It was not a functional fireplace.
Correct. It's not a functional fireplace.
That is so bizarre.
To escape.
That is bizarre.
Very common thing for soldiers to play cards, especially the cribbage.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys, including the white regulars, a lot of them are illiterate. They don't know how to read or write or do any kind of mathematician, so they learn math by literally playing cards and playing cribbage.
Very cool.
How this works, you bring it to half cock. It's a trapdoor mechanism. It fires a metallic cartridge, 45-70 caliber round. You load it to the breech, close the breech, you bring it to full cock, and then you fire and discharge the weapon. Now these came out after the Civil War. During the Civil War we have the Spence rifles, and the Sharps carbines, and all those that are used more by the Confederates, and a few Union forces get them. But it's not until the Indian Wars where these become popular. Like I said, the 45-70, it's a metallic cartridge. Actually, let's see that.
Wow.
You can load, in about a minute, you can put off anywhere between 20 to 30 rounds a minute if you're very good with them. And if you were a good horseman, you can get off about 15 rounds a minute on horseback at a trot.
You'd have to be pretty skilled at that.
So what makes a carbine a carbine? I have no idea. I'm gun illiterate.
Okay, so
my wife's the gun owner.
What makes a carbine is that carbines are made for mounted forces, meant for cavalry. And the reason why they're meant for cavalry is because they're smaller and they're more compact. They fit into a saddlebag. There's something called a saddle boot. It's a small little boot that sits on the right hand of your cavalry saddle, your McClellan. And then you would draw this, and it's a lot more lightweight than drawing it.
Betting on it because it's lighter and smaller.
It is.
I was very short at the time.
She still is.
If I can ask you, how tall are you? I have a fun fact to you. You're 5 foot?
Yeah.
How tall are you?
5'10".
Okay, I'm 5'5". You and I, you can serve in the horse cavalry.
Oh,
He and anyone taller than 5'6" would be in the infantry.
really?
So the smaller you are, the more likely you'd be in the cavalry. So when you get to the army, this is where that comes from.
Yeah.
Jockeying comes from the army. They take all the regulations from the army for height and weight, and they put it towards jockeying horse
I
racing.
don't know how weight requirement would fit these days.
Well, you know what?
But the height.
The height, there you go. See, I
There
be
you go.
short.
Bam! With a saber. That's right.
I'm not going to touch this because this is mine. But this is a 1862 United States Cavalry saber. Now, this is called the right arm of the cavalry. And there's two reasons why they call it the right arm. Everything in the cavalry is done by the right arm. So when you ride in the saddle, this is under your saddle leg. And then when you draw it,
Oh.
draw with your right hand. Then when you sheath it, same thing, your right hand. Your carbine, we just talked about, is on your right side, so you draw. Your revolver is done what's called the cavalryman's draw. So everything's done with the right hand. That's what's called the right arm of cavalry.
I'm here to tell you that I will be starving Marvin.
Well, there's the mess hall, babe. Get to work.
Yeah, it's a mess, all right. I don't know what the hell this is. I know what it
The
is.
hills are have eyes.
Leroy in that one. Wrong. If we were in like a mountain in Switzerland or Germany or Austria, that would have worked. So we are at the hospital barracks in Fort Davis, Texas.
That's right. It's fitting because
Taking
my
a
legs
break.
are swollen.
Robin was being very observant, and I thought it would be worthwhile to point this out. These are old adobe buildings.
You
Hence.
see all the pieces of straw and rocks in there.
Robin's going to see the doctor.
Oh, medic! Life is more deadly than battle. Saw doesn't look very good.
Yeah. If they pulled out the saw, it was a bad day.
Wow.
Consumption, known as tuberculosis or TB, was one of the most common causes of death at Fort Davis. Robin's checking out the ambulance. How did they get that thing in there, baby? Piece by
I
piece?
guess so. Dismantle it and put it back together. Be easier than making a new wall. Fort Davis played a key role in the defense system of western Texas. It was strategically located so that it could protect mail coaches and travelers on the El Paso Road.
And we learned why the black soldiers were named Buffalo Soldiers. It was because of their tenacity, like the buffalo. Between 1867 and 1881, black regulars were the only troops stationed here.
Morse code, interesting. That's all I know. Save our ship. Here's some before and after pictures of the fort. This is the enlisted men's barracks in 1938, the officers' row in 1938, then the officers' row in 2005. Then we see the post hospital in 1963, and it's finished in 2009.
We are in a major motorcycle travel destination location in West Texas. And if you want to know if any motorcycles ever show up here, the answer is yes. Technically sitting on the original historic San Antonio El Paso Road. Very cool.
We hope you liked our tour of the fort. Join us next time for our trip through Marfa and Alpine, Texas.